Welcome back to the journey of the Sacred Cord. In our first episode, we walked the first path of spark, soul, and self. The three beads that anchor us in our divine origin and our present life. And now we step onto the second path, the 7 green beads, each one representing an aspect of life and the great mystery of 7 that holds them together. These beads remind us that spirituality is not apart from life, but is lived through body, relationship, work, creativity, joy, devotion, and even death. Together they weave the fullness of our human experience and are concluded in the reflective and integration bead, the large bead at the end. As we progress through this will all be recorded, and each of the sections will be clearly marked for each of the beads, so that when you come back, you can go straight to that section to do your meditation on that bead. And of course, remember, all the resources are contained on our website, themerrymystic.com. And please, if this touches you, subscribe and comment and share in your reflections as we move through our journey together. And as we always do, we begin with the invocations. By this cord I mark the journey of my soul. By each bead I seek the wisdom within. Let my heart be still, my mind attentive, that Spirit may guide me in truth and in love. Hail, Sophia, Mother of Light, who gathered sparks into the deep. Awaken in me the flame that remembers. Guide my steps along the path, that I may weave shadow into wisdom and return whole to the source. As we always do, we recollect the beads that have gone before. On day 1, I am a spark of the divine. On day 2, I am an eternal soul woven through time. And on day 3, I am here, alive, at this moment. The second path asks us to give attention to each aspect of life, one day at a time. For 7 days you'll meditate on 1 green bead each day. On the 8th you will meditate with the large green bead, contemplating the mystery that unites them all. With each bead, we will listen to the voices of the world's mystics and teachers, for the truth of life's wholeness echoed in many traditions. And you will be able to add to this, as well as give your own voice to each of these mysteries, as you journal, reflect, and integrate. And so we move to the first of the 7 green beads. As we are taught in the Hermetic teachings, the body is the temple of the living spirit. Hold the first green bead. Breathe. Feel the weight of your body. Your body is sacred, temple of the Spirit, and meditate on this affirmation. My body is sacred ground. When you are ready, journal and answer the questions. How do I care for this temple of life? And what does my body teach me when I listen? And when you have sufficiently answered this, however you choose to do it, give thanks and dedicate or make closing prayers however you see them. On day 2, we focus on relationships. As the Gospel of Thomas, saying 22, teaches us, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I. Hold the second green bead. Breathe. Reflect on the connections that sustain you. In meeting others, the divine spark is revealed. And think of the affirmation. I honor the sacredness of my relationships. And in your journal, reflect. Where do I see the divine shining in my connections with others? And when you've sufficiently answered this, make prayers of closing or dedication. On day 3, we focus on work and action. As it says in the Bhagavad Gita, do your work, but let not the fruits bind you. Hold the third green bead. Breathe. Reflect on your work, whether paid or unpaid, great or small. Work is offering. And make the affirmation, my work is an offering, not a burden. Then when you look at your journal, reflect, where is my work done in freedom? And where is it done in attachment? And, as always, make prayers of dedication and closing. Day 4, we focus on creativity and expression. As Plato wrote in his Republic, all art is a holy imitation of the eternal. Hold the fourth green bead. Breathe. Creativity flows through you as it flows through all beings. And we make the affirmation, my creativity is a reflection of divine creation. In your journal, ask, what forms of expression allow the divine spark in me to take shape? And when you have sufficiently expressed yourself, make your prayers of dedication and of closing. Day 5 is play and joy. As it says in Proverbs 8:3, the voice of Sophia, I was at play every moment, rejoicing always before him. Hold the 5th green bead. Breathe. Remember joy. Remember play. Even wisdom herself is pictured at play before creation. And as we make the affirmation, I embrace joy as sacred play. And in your journal, answer, where does joy enter my life? How can I honour it as divine and not trivial? And of course, make prayers of dedication and close. Day 6 is spirit and devotion. Meister Eckhart wrote, "The spark of the soul is a spark of God or the divine." Hold the 6th green bead. Breathe. Spirit meets spirit. Devotion is not outside us, it is within. And we make the affirmation, I tend the spark of spirit within me. And when you journal, ask and answer, when do I feel closest to the divine? What practices feed this flame? Day 7, death and transformation. The Sufis teach, when you know how to die before you die, then you know how to live. And as you hold the 7th green bead, breathe. Death is transformation, the teacher of truth. And make the affirmation, I embrace transformation as part of life. In your journal, write, what does mortality teach me about how to live more fully now? And of course, make closing prayers and dedications. And now we come on the 8th day of our journey to the large green bead, the mystery of the 7. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, all is woven together, and the whole is one. Now hold the large green bead. It gathers the 7 into one. It is the hidden harmony that holds together body and spirit, work and play, birth and death. And we make the affirmation, I seek the hidden harmony within the 7. In your journal, ask yourself, what thread of harmony runs through the many aspects of my life? And when you have done this, make your prayers of dedication and of closing, and rejoice in completing the 2nd path. With these 7 beads and the mystery that unites them, you have worked the second path of body, relationships, work, creativity, joy, spirit and death. All are sacred. All are aspects of your path. Next, we step onto the next path, the third path, the 5 blue beads of the mind's challenges and the wisdom they bring. Until then, walk daily with each green bead and let the mystery that weaves wholeness in your life. May blessings unfold for you. May realizations robe you. And may your journey be one of insight, growth, and ongoing revelation.